What's going on, everybody? This is an episode from the No Gimmicks Needed Wrestling podcast. Do you like podcasts and you want to see the full podcast? Make sure you check out the No Gimmicks Needed Wrestling podcast on all your podcast platforms, such as Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Spotify, iHeartRadio, among many others. But you're listening to the episode right here on YouTube, so make sure you hit that like button and below, and make sure you hit the subscribe button to NC Studios and NC Level Up for all your gaming needs. This is the Nerd Coalition. Enjoy the show. We all love the New Day. We all love Xavier Woods. And Xavier Woods has the YouTube channel Up, Up, Down, Down. Now, I was a huge fan of the older Up, Up, Down, Down. To me, Up, Up, Down, Down, recently, I was like, this feels weird. This feels like the company. And come to find out, my suspicions were true. Because I remember I subscribed Up, Up, Down, Down back when he had 80,000 subscribers. I was subscribed Up, Up, Down, Down when he was still outside in his random yard and everything, and still doing the hot sauce test back when Big E was Big Wool and doing, keep it tight, for your uncle and your daddy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember all those videos and back when he had Tyler Breeze in the original ones, and then they would just bring different superstars over. Back when they had the Street Fighter tournament between him and The Miz, and back when they had Damian Sandow doing the raps and stuff like that. When it was just the superstars sitting down with a regular fucking camera recording them playing video games. That's what I remember about Up, Up, Down, Down. It was great. And people got a chance to shed their shit off and just play. And everybody and the gamers that was back there was dope, because you started having AJ Styles come back there, because you know how much of a gamer AJ Styles is. And then you start having Cesaro, and then of course Tyler Breeze, and then Adam Cole. You start bringing in NXT people. And then you start bringing up all
Samoa Joe.
Samoa Joe was great, especially to see them Tekken tournaments, them Injustice tournaments. I used to love the Usos and all them stuff like that, and them just on a regular night. And all of a sudden, the whole bullshit started with Vince and the whole media thing, and now there you got to own a piece of it. And I'm just like, well, what's going to happen Up, Up, Down? Now, that's the most popular out of everybody else's stream. Not saying anybody else's stream wasn't popular, but the ones I remember was Up, Up, Down, Down. And I was like, but for some reason, everybody else dropped their shit, but Up, Up, Down, Down stayed. And I was like, well, I get Vince likes or loves the New Day, and they bring in money, and they do have some kind of freedoms. But how is it staying afloat? And apparently, he sold it. WWE owns Up, Up, Down, Down, because now I was like, oh, because that's how you have the Up, Up, Down, Down championship. That's how you have the Up, Up, Down, Down shirts on WWE Shop. I was like, okay, they own it. Which as soon as I found that out, it reminded me of Zack Ryder's YouTube show.
Oh,
remember Zack Ryder's YouTube show? Where
I remember that.
In the beginning, that shit was dope.
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
This is Zack Ryder trying to get over.
Exactly.
I can't get over.
And that was great, but then when it got popular enough and WWE was mad that he was getting over and it wasn't on their dime, they went and bought the show. And remember how that show turned out to be?
Mm-hmm.
Terrible.
Trash.
It turned to be trash. I'm not saying Up, Up, Down, Down is trash, but Up, Up, Down, Down is way too production for me now. Does that make sense to you? What I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Like it's so pretty. It's kind of like how people felt about Raw Underground. It was like, if this would be Raw Underground, why doesn't it like a Fight Club? Why does this shit look so pretty and well produced? Isn't it supposed to look like that? The way I remember Up, Up, Down, Down was they had a regular ass camera. And so if you was too far in the back, you was pixelated. And everything was in HD. And they would sit there and play. The games was clean. But you know what I'm saying? They would just be playing in the locker room or playing in the area or even playing in their hotel room. And that was the dope shit about Up, Up, Down, Down. Now they got a set. Now they got background. Now they got, shirts and all this other shit. Now I was like, okay, look. That's fine. But then it took away a lot of stuff that I liked about it. But more about that. Well, a post recently, Up Up Down Down has not been releasing content because they have not released full length videos in nearly a month, stating that members of the popular YouTube gaming channel were standing in solidarity with WWE star Xavier Woods, who many believe is currently in a bad deal with WWE regarding the channel, which he probably is. In a follow-up report, Sean Rossat reported that Woods is receiving little to no additional money for the YouTube channel or his hosting role with G4 because of the downside guaranteed in his contract. So, I'm not sure what the downside in his contract is, but despite growing the channel to 2.27 million subscribers in roughly 6 years, Woods has not seen an extra dime for the channel, promoting him to hold out on making any more videos until a new deal is made. Sapp also noted that the holdout has not affected Woods' booking in the company, which usually saw him win King of the Ring tournament. So, give me your thoughts about it.
I mean, I just think he won a better deal. I mean, it's sad. Also, very weird, like, because they obviously had the championships and all that. I believe, like, I want to say Adam Cole. No, Mia Yim was the champion of Up, Up, Down, Down. Obviously, she got released and all that. Mm-hmm. And everybody that wins the championship keeps getting released. It's like a death championship. But anyways.
Kind of the Cleveland Browns.
Everybody that literally everybody that got to vacate it, and then that person gets released, and they vacate it, then that person gets released. But the stuff that they just been doing, obviously you can see where it dwindles down, and I don't know, man. If I was him, obviously I want a better deal, but who's to say WWE just won't be like, hey, Kofi, you do the show, or AJ, you take over Up, Up, Down, Down now.
I could definitely see them doing that.
Yeah, because Tyler Breeze is still very much heavily on the show, even though he's not in the company. They probably don't like that.
Mm-hmm. No, see, yeah.
And, yeah. I was going to say, Tyler Breeze and Mia Yim are still heavily involved, and they probably don't like that.
Okay. Yeah, it is, but, I think also it's like you can tell it's different. Because, first of all, the WWE has already shown that they don't like nobody making money or getting over without them. And that's the same reason why they want to be in control of everything. And Up Up Down Down was successful. He didn't need them. He didn't need them, but that show meant so much to him that he wanted to keep it. And so, if WWE doing that, I knew this was going to happen. As soon as WWE gets their hands on it, that they're going to turn it into something that's terrible. I'm not saying it's terrible now. I'm saying it's going to turn into something that it wasn't before, and that's going to be the problem of the thing. And now I'm sitting here like, yo, this is just not what I remember it being. It like the entertainment and all this stuff like that is gone. I'm like, all this stuff is not. It's just not the same. And for him not to get paid for anything that kind of stuff bothers me. You know what I'm saying?
I'm surprised that you're shocked that WWE is not paying somebody for work that they do.
No, I'm okay. Let's say that back. I'm not shocked that people are not paying my man Xavier Woods, but I'm shocked that Xavier Woods let WWE take it. Because remember
he probably,
huh?
No, I'm saying he probably wanted to do that so he can use his stuff though. Because remember when he was wearing Up, Up, Down, Down gear and everything, they was promoting it on the show, and they kept saying up, up, down, down. That's probably still that deal from way back, and probably just haven't got a new one. And now he's probably seeing like, oh, this is not a good deal.
Okay, yeah, you know, I can play that because it just felt like, you know, hey, we take it here and it's the nerds of the locker room, and you know, after the matchup, everybody, like, you could tell people who just came in from a match, they was coming to the back to see what was going on. Roman had a towel on and stuff like that, and that was cool. And I think Vince was like, "What the fuck is going on?" You know, and it was just getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and then he got the G4 deal and all stuff like that. I'm like, but no, you're not gonna have me doing all this wrestling and then still try to make this kind of content, and you're not gonna pay me extra.
I think it was better back then, of course, back then too, because they were in the locker room. You got to see them doing just stuff in the locker room and just invite people over. Hey, come over here, look at this. While now it's kind of like they don't be in the locker room no more. It's just straight up in the studio or wherever. Yeah, it's like not really. You know, there's not much locker room stuff or, you know, stuff like that anymore.
Like it's kind of like, remember when they brought Byron Saxton back to do the Five Nights at Freddy's? He was just scared like a little bitch. Those are the kind of videos I remember, you know, or how Biggie all of a sudden became good at UFC.
Yeah, I like when they were just back there and
remember
like,
the whole Madden tournaments.
Yep.
Those things were great.
And random people would just come back there to just watch, and you see like Roman to come back there, or Seth, or whoever was there at the time would come back.
Yeah. Those are the things I'm like, yo, that's what I miss about you know, up down kind of stuff. And then it's like, oh, everybody be in the comments like, yo, could you get this wrestler on it? Did you get this person? Get this person, because, you know, I like to see them play play stuff like that. I'm like, yeah, that was dope. And they just didn't, you know, and all of a sudden it just changed. And now I have a feeling that they're doing this little holdout, and I have a fear that what they're going to do is they're going to just cancel the whole fucking thing.
Yeah, I can see them doing that.
How
about nobody streams? How about that? I got to see Vince doing that.
Yes, I could definitely see them just saying like, no, we're going to cancel the whole thing, because Kofi and Biggie are not. First of all, Biggie's the champion, so he ain't got time to do that. But I'm saying, but Kofi,
what is Biggie doing other than being champion? What is he doing?
He's not doing anything, but he's probably not gonna be back there doing that. But what I'm just saying is that Kofi and Biggie have a connection to the point where he's not going to do that to his friend.
You're gonna lose this title, okay?
Yeah, like and AJ Styles, you know, he got respect enough for Xavier that I don't think AJ Styles is gonna take over the show.
No, but I'm saying I can see them just ending it, and then I can see them just saying, all right, when nobody streams ever, like, because NXT people still are allowed to stream, just not the main roster.
Sure, I mean, I think that's gonna change pretty soon too.
I know, but I'm saying like back then, because when Adam Cole was still streaming, and that's why he said when he got called up, he was not gonna be able to stream no more. Like Dakota Kai and Shayna Baszler and all of them still stream.
Yeah, so. Like WWE, honestly, it ain't that serious. It really isn't. And they for some reason turned it into something serious because they can't handle people getting over not on their dime. Or they can't get over that people don't come back there with knives anymore. Like Undertaker said, or we ain't shooting and fighting no more because, you know, we just want to be back there playing video games. It's okay to be, you know, to have a pastime when that job is so high demand, and just because Vince McMahon don't got a life and he just don't give a shit about his family, don't mean that everybody else got to do that same shit too. So, you know, just come back there and being a gamer, I have nothing wrong with that. But that whole thing about him and the company and stuff like that shit to me truly sucks.